they're the only angler in the family, but then that's how it starts.
Yeah, now you're starting a whole new generation. If
Yeah.
anyone will ever fornicate with you. All right. Welcome back to a brand new Blindcast Angling podcast. Today, it is myself, Chewy Jr., out of the old Carver Fishing Bait Shop. Today, we're going to be discussing some ice fishing stuff, some big fish stuff, and we have a special guest, Mr. Eric Berstowski, Trophy. Oh, geez, Eric. Chasing Trophies Guide Service out of Wisconsin. And we are he's going to tell us about kind of what he does and where he's based out of if you want to get in contact with him. But today's kind of just a day of reckoning. We're just going to discuss some ice fishing stuff. We're going to discuss some winter plans that we have here and go over maybe some sturgeon ice fishing gear. I did bring some of that, so we got a little bit to go over today. And we're going to welcome Eric into the stream here right now. I think he is doing this out of a cardboard box with a shop light. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah. Shout out to the Ford F-150.
He's doing this out of his car because it's quiet. You have little brothers or sisters or what?
Yeah, 2 brothers and 1 sister.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah.
Oh,
isn't that surprising?
That's how old are you?
19.
Oh, you're young. You're just a young buck.
Yeah.
You're a young forker. You're not a buck quite yet, but
yeah, whatever that means.
Introduce yourself. Tell us about your you go into depth with your guide service, go into depth with your fishing experience, and kind of tell us where you're coming from here.
Well, from Illinois. My name's Eric. I don't know. I just fish for everything, and I don't know. I this is last minute, but started my guide service last year, and I just wanted to do something different, and I like putting people on fish, so started my guide service, and I wasn't really booked that hard this year, but I had a lot of fun with the clients that I did have, and I'm hoping to be booked a lot next year. I guide in Wisconsin, mainly on the Wisconsin River and a lot of places around there, and I'm based mostly out of central Wisconsin.
What species are you targeting?
I do everything. I mean, sturgeon, flathead, smallmouth, mostly that. Yeah, or pike, muskie, but mostly sturgeon and flathead.
You got a pretty good population of sturgeon over there in the Wisconsin River?
Yeah, but not as good as the Croy or the Rainy, sadly.
Well,
right. maybe close to the Croy, but not Rainy level.
Right. Have you fished the Rainy before?
I will in the spring. I've been wanting to for years, but I'm going to make it a point this year.
It's so fun.
I have to.
It's fun.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get a really windy weekend, it's really fun.
Yeah.
It can be pretty brutal. You got ice fishing this winter. You into the ice fishing stuff?
I already ice fished once this year for panfish. I'm hoping to go up for sturgeon a few times. I did it once last year. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a very big ice fisherman, but I'll do it. It passes time.
Does pass time, doesn't it, Chewy?
It does. In January.
So, speaking of ice fishing, do you ice fish sturgeon?
I have done it once, yeah, and I was very unprepared for it, but it
once.
worked out. I caught some fish.
Did you? Did you do it on the Croy?
Yep.
Jeez, I did bring some ice fishing stuff. We're gonna once we're done with you here, we're gonna go over some ice fishing gear and see what you need to catch those big honkers out there.
Oh yeah, spillway beasts.
What else? This was you're kind of last minute. I just want everyone to know that's watching this. This Eric was I literally, before I came over here, I messaged him.
It was like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, we need so I don't really have a list of things to talk about with Eric. Chewy, what do you got today?
I was just wondering, like, from all your customers, What was they catch any big fish? Did you put them on big fish?
Oh yeah, some 60s. I don't. I mean, I just started the Facebook page. That's why there's like no information on it. But yeah, got on some pretty big fish. I think the biggest flathead we got was like in the 30s, like 30 pounds, not inches for you Minnesotans.
Yep.
Um, and then the biggest sturgeon was like I think 60. I got clients on, but the biggest in my boat this year was 68. And my buddy caught it like 15 minutes into his like first time actually sturgeon fishing. That was really
Wow.
cool.
That's
But it was
impressive.
skinny. It was a skinny 68, sadly.
What boat do you use for guiding?
I have an 18-foot Tracker Pro V guide. It's a combo too, so you can do skiing and
You do
water sports.
guided skiing and tubing too?
Only for you if you can do
God.
tubing.
I don't do that stuff no more.
Sorry, what's your setup during the summer?
Like what do you mean setup? Like boat setup, rod setup?
Your boat setup.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I just have rod racks out the back and out of line rod racks. That's what they're called. And then I have monster rod holders. I don't know, just a deep V tracker. I got a Lowrance on there, Lowrance trolling motor too. I don't know,
Kind
gets
of
it done.
What kind of terminal gear do you run for sturgeon?
I do usually a 5/0 circle or a 6/0 circle, preferably a team catfish 5/0 double action. That's probably like one of my favorite hooks for catfish in general. Whisker Seeker 6/0 triple threat's really good. I don't know, most circle hooks get it done, as you know. They just got to be strong and sharp, I guess. And then usually 60-pound mono leader, like a 200-pound swivel, sinker slide, bead sometimes, and then whatever weight depending on the current.
It's kind of the standard Carolina.
Yep.
That's real nice. Someone trying to call here?
Yeah, somebody tried to call. They called my phone. They called shop. No idea who it was.
Really?
Yeah, probably looking for bait or something.
Huh. A little late. So
Yep.
any big winter plans for you? Anything?
I would like to. I'm thinking about ice fishing the Rainy. We're thinking about it because, like, my buddy wants big fish, so we might go there instead of the Croy because the Rainy might be a little bit better average size, and you can get them. I think you can get them a little bit better on the Rainy through the ice. Who knows though? The Croy's also really good too. I don't know.
Yeah, they can all be great. I've
Yeah.
never actually ice fished the Rainy for sturgeon, but I mean, my friend, when I go up to the Rainy, his place is right on the river there, and I've never even tried sturgeon fishing there
Mm-hmm.
because we're walleye fishing, chilling.
You walleye guys. Just kidding.
I wouldn't.
Walleyes are
I
fun.
wouldn't
I'll be
call me
guiding
a
for those.
walleye guy. Are you a walleye guy?
I mean, I have a walleye fished a lot this year, and I'll be guiding for them in the spring too.
Okay.
Oops.
How did you get into fishing?
I didn't include that. Well, my parents took me, or my dad took me with my uncle a while ago. Worst time of my life, but I had fun, and I don't know, just kept doing it. I like the constant change with it. It's not the same thing every time. You can always do something different. So always figure
Yeah,
out something new
so is your
places,
dad
new
a fish?
traveling.
So is your dad
None
a
of my
fisherman? Or? No?
none of my parents fish. Yeah,
Wow.
How about your brothers or sisters? Are they too young?
none of them. None of them.
Just
I have a
you.
twin sister, but yeah, no one fishes. No one really outdoorsy. It's just me.
Wow. You're
Yeah.
kind of the Lone Ranger.
Well,
Yeah.
I've known a couple they're the only angler in the family, but then that's how it starts.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now you're starting a whole new generation. If
Yeah.
anyone will ever fornicate with you.
I guess we got our opener.
Yeah.
We got an opener for the podcast.
Got to start somewhere, Eric.
Yeah, good job, Luke. Good one.
So how long have you known Luke?
I mean, I met him this year, right? At the veterans thing. That was
Yep.
good. Caught some fishies.
We've talked on Facebook for a while, but
Yeah.
we met in person for the first time at the Veterans Sturgeon event here in the Croy this year.
Yeah.
He's just as weird as he is in real life.
Yeah. Made a lot of trips to the Croy in the fall. It was nice.
Yeah, he actually took Spencer out sturgeon fishing. That's when
Oh yeah.
Spencer had said he'd done it before, but hadn't caught a big one. That
Yeah.
was with Eric. No, I'm not dissing Eric. They caught
Yeah,
fish.
Yeah, we gotta catch a one like not this size, like bigger.
Did he make an
Hopefully,
episode out of it
yeah,
for his YouTube channel?
yep. Because we
Yeah.
grilled.
Yeah.
Spencer whips
Oh,
it
okay.
up on the grill.
Oh yeah.
Spencer,
Oh yeah.
dude, he good cooking, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've noticed that about his videos that he likes to catch and cook a lot.
Yeah, we made
Dude.
some nice channel cats out here when he was here, and that was delicious. He made some
Dude,
Frank's Red
his
Hot
his
chicken.
cooking is fire. His cooking is
Yep.
fire. My bad.
Yeah, don't ever cut me off again.
I just had to implement it. It's good.
We're gonna try to get Spencer next time he comes by to do a catch and cook with some carp.
Mm.
And since the other guys that were supposed to be in this podcast aren't here today, they'll be the test.
Yep.
They'll be the test dummies on that.
Yeah, we got some commitment problems. No, we weren't going to talk about that. I shouldn't say we. I'm just a new entry here. I'm just test out. I'm the test figure.
You're the test dummy.
No, so what do you think about possible the 2-rod law here coming possibly to Minnesota?
Oh, you guys are gonna love it. I hope it happens because it
I
is
hope it
is
does, too.
depressing watching you guys catfish with one rod.
Chewy, it's
How do you
real
do it?
close.
Dude, you
Is it
can't
really?
you can't even like how do
I
you
haven't
do
done
it?
anything on it.
It's hard, dude.
I
It's
couldn't
hard.
imagine flathead fishing with one rod. I couldn't.
And the thing
Ever.
is, there's obviously people that will run multiple rods anyways, and but when you're recording and stuff, you really can't do that, even if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's might pass. I don't know where it's at this moment when we're speaking here. I wish Darren was actually in this chat with us because he's the one kind of that's headlining and knowing exactly where it is. But that'd be huge for Minnesota catfishing. It's going to be a rivers thing, Chewy.
Yeah.
Should be pretty cool.
Yeah. Wow. That'll be awesome. Then I don't have to take my line out of the water and start casting out lures, and then I can have
Right.
one in there and cast. Yeah, I get pretty bored when I do river fishing there, Eric. I can't stand still. I got to be doing something.
There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, I can't.
Same.
I gotta be casting something. So Eric, what would the challenges be you starting your guide service?
Nothing really. It was just getting cards and insurance and stuff like that done. That took a while. And then finding a name was actually like the hardest thing.
Yeah.
But like people really don't like think about the name. I mean, they kind of do, but it's mostly like the name and if you're on fish and stuff like that.
So you have a catch guarantee when you take people out?
Zero fish guarantee.
Perfect. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
That's good though.
No, there's people that do that, but dude, fishing's fishing.
Yeah.
Even if you're a guide and you're a good guide, like Eric's a good fisherman, but it doesn't mean you always catch fish.
No.
Yeah.
It
I
can
see.
Yeah,
be.
you get humbled, especially flathead fishermen. You get humbled.
You're paying for the experience. A fish is
Yeah.
like a bonus in my mind. If I'm going with a guide flathead fishing, I know damn well there's a chance we might not catch a single fish.
Yeah.
And that's part
Yeah.
of fishing, and you're going for the experience. I mean, catching a fish is great, but like when you're in the upper Midwest here, Eric, you can go down south and you can probably guaranteed to catch 10 flatheads a night in some spots,
Oh, yeah.
down south.
Oh yeah.
But up here, I mean, we got a bigger averages here, and they're not. There's quite a few in the Minnesota in terms of numbers, but there's still nights when they don't want to eat, and people say there's always feeding fish. You just got to find them. Well, I think that's true to an extent, but they're not always eating.
Yeah. I mean, flathead are always eating, but you have the jet boat. You can get to them. But there's times where flathead fishing's like, what the heck? There's not even fish eating this river, but there probably is, but we just suck. So
That's true. It's probably true.
yeah.
And you target channel cats too?
Oh yeah. Channel cat fishing's awesome. When the flathead go to sleep, that's what I do a lot of, channel cat fishing. It's fun, passes the time, I guess. And we got lakes by me that hold world record size or not world record, but trophy class. There could be a world record though. Who knows?
I doubt it.
Yeah, Luke's been there.
World record, no way.
Not
That
world
world
record, but
record's huge.
just trophy class. Just trophy
Oh, dude,
class.
giant trophy class. Yeah, we filmed a few shows out there, Chewy, out in Wisconsin for those big channel cats.
Yeah.
My biggest is out of that lake.
What
It's 28 pounds.
28 pounder.
Yeah.
Spencer just caught a what did he say? 50-pound blue.
Did
Out
he?
of that kayak? Yeah, I think he said a 50-pound. I'm
might
not
have.
sure. I'm not sure. He was
He
really
just
stoked about
texted me
it.
the other day a picture of a walleye, and I was like, okay, that's great.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not. They don't understand. I guess the walleye craze in Minnesota. What's is that? Is that the same in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Is it all
Oh,
about
yeah.
walleyes?
Yeah. I love walleye fishing. There's so many ways you can catch them, and they're
Yeah.
hard to find sometimes. Good challenge.
Yeah, it is.
I have fun with them.
It is a good. It is a skill booster. That's for sure. To be an excellent walleye fisherman.
Yep.
Gosh, you married? You're 19.
Yeah, I'm married. I'm 19.
Back in the day, that was normal, Eric.
Yeah.
I know.
was-
Yeah. In your
Well,
age, right?
It was
No.
It was
Before me. I'm not that old.
It was normal for you to be 19 and your wife be 14. That's normal back in the day.
No.
Now you can't even talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
It's
God.
weird. Yeah, you're right about that. I couldn't imagine 19-year-old being married now.
No.
Like it's a lot of mental developments going on.
I can't. I gotta fish every day. So.
Right. Are you going to be ice guiding or no?
No, I hate ice fishing.
You
I
literally-
genuinely hate it. I genuinely hate it, but
Good
it's
having
fun.
you on. Just kidding. I use it as a time burner, but I've learned to love it more and more,
Yeah.
and I keep spending more money on ice fishing stuff, so I must enjoy a part of it. There's a satisfactory element involved in catching like big pike through the ice and like eel pout. I like pout fishing a lot.
I haven't done that, so
It's a-
maybe you'll make me a believer if I do that. So
Yeah, maybe we'll get together here and I'll bring you up north to the old parents' castle and we'll do some burbot and walleye fishing up there.
yeah, that'd be dope.
It's fun. I know Mav just called me 2 days ago and wants to get out fishing, so I got to take that offer up, obviously.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got any advice for anybody that wants to get into sturgeon fishing as far as equipment, rod, reel?
Don't go undergunned. Maybe you don't need to start too expensive, but I would recommend go with a more high quality setup, more high quality reels. Because I started off with not that high quality stuff, and it would just break at the worst times.
Yeah,
Like when there was a fish on the reel, it would just break. I'm like, nice.
Sturgeon will work every part of the reel that's in there, and they'll put them to the test. I mean, you get a cheaper reel, you tighten that drag all the way down, they're still going to rip drag out, and your whole bearings are probably going to strip out.
Yep, I've had that happen.
Yep, been there with
Learned my lesson.
Been there with the alligator gar as well. We've used some cheaper stuff, and every time I used an Avenger, the Type B ABF. Mid-size one, so it wasn't a super big shank, but I got done gar fishing with that, and I brought it home, and everything was wobbling and bent on it. Put it to the test, but I still use an Avenger as well, and I really like the smaller Avengers for using on iFish Pros. Did you get any iFish Pros?
No, they didn't have. There wasn't a representative there. There was just
Reeds didn't have them.
Yeah, they had them, but it's not worth me getting them from them. I
Yeah,
have to
you
get
gotta-
it from them.
I might have a connection for you.
We looked
too.
to.
You
Oh,
need
that'd
to
be good.
talk to. You use iFish Pros, or are you not ice fish enough to care about those?
I have autos. I don't have iFish Pros, but I've used them.
So you have autos, so you don't even need iFish Pros.
Yeah, I have autos and a bunch of flags, and yeah,
There's a lot of-
iFish Pros are dope though.
There's a lot of haters of autos in Minnesota.
Uh,
I don't see a problem with it. I think it's just less gut hooked fish, is in my mind.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
I have 2 autos I use when I go to Wisconsin because you kind of got to use autos for those ice fishing, those channel cats, right, Eric?
Mhm. Yep.
Unless you want to use one rod. But I mean, like Eric knows what it's like. You've ice fished out there?
Yeah, a lot. Not a lot of times, but a few times.
But you know how slow it can get out there, even with like 30 rods out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like there's no fish on
Yeah.
that area.
And I bet you put a camera down there. I bet you there's a ton.
Yeah, they're just metabolism's down, and plus
Yep.
they've been ice fish before. They'll tap the
Yeah.
line with their whiskers and stuff. They're like, nope, no, I know
Yep.
what that is. Nope.
They're smart.
Yeah.
They're smart. I always wondered how that ice fishing, if you could ice fish the hole below the shore spot,
Mm,
can you do
you
that?
probably could. I bet you could if
I
you
bet you they're
try.
in there too.
Maybe.
That's where I caught my 28
Damn. Everyone fishes there.
because it was 30-mile-an-hour gusts and we couldn't fish the main lake. The waves were so big
Damn.
because they weren't really pushed up in the shallow stuff yet.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of transitioning. Either they were, we
Yeah.
were, I think we were too
Yeah.
early, but
Yeah. I
they were.
remember that time of
Yep.
year. It was not that good.
Yeah, I've
It was
missed it
weird.
2 years in a row, Eric.
It was really good, and then it like got terrible, and then it got kind of good again. It was weird.
This year, because I know you were there right before us and you crushed.
Yeah.
We actually crushed too
Yeah.
in relative. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
insane, but we caught some huge fish. But
Yep.
I'm gonna this year because I know you're gonna be fishing it. So once you say it's good and they're in that shallow stuff, I'm going
They'll be in their ice out usually, right when the ice goes out.
that early.
Yep. That's when me and my bud. That's when I first ever went there. We caught like 11 fish over 20 pounds, and it was like, dude, it gets so warm back there so quick.
Chewy, it's interesting because the moment you get them on, they jump like bass because it's only
Yeah.
3 feet deep.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's crazy.
Or
It's awesome.
one. Yeah. 1 to 3 foot. That's
1
all
to
you
3
gotta
feet of
fish.
water.
Wow.
It's awesome.
I gotta get on that bite.
It's something different. If it'd be you almost like we kind of nonchalantly talk about it because we don't directly talk about exactly what we're
Yeah.
doing. It's a pretty special fishery. The people there don't even like them.
Yeah. Those people there don't even like all my friends who bass fish there. I'm like, you guys don't even know what you have. But
Nope.
it's okay.
Every
all
time
right.
we go, we were there the last trip, and we were talking to some bow fishermen that were they bow fished the lake,
Mm-hmm.
the back part, and they actually pass on the channel catch, which we appreciated.
Thank God. Yeah,
Yep.
because they made that legal like last year. That wasn't the best
Yep.
decision, but that
Wisconsin, man, they're so liberal. I
yeah.
guess it'd be more conservative with their laws, and it almost hurts
Yes.
hurts
Yeah.
hurts the members.
I've been wanting a catch and release. I've been wanting a catch and release sturgeon season out there, but watching the amount of poaching that's going on out there with those fish, it's kind of like I don't really want it, but I
Dude,
do because yeah.
it's crazy. It's it's it yeah. It all comes to our personal preferences, and I think our our caring for the species. It's kind of like the perch out in Cascades. We don't we appreciate them a lot, and like we want to go there to catch trophy perch, but out there they don't care about perch. They care about salmonoids. You know, it's tough.
Yep. Yep.
What else we got for Eric on this one?
I'm not really that prepared for Eric.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah.
So this is kind of last minute for both of us, and right when you were sitting in here, I don't know if you heard, but I was on the phone with Wolfram. We were chatting. I think we're gonna get
Yep.
him in here next week.
Yeah. I need to
Do
get
a
some of
little
his rods.
ice sturgeon rods.
Yeah, I need a few for sure.
They're real nice.
Yeah. I always keep one in the boat too, an ice rod, when I'm guiding and stuff like that, just to drop it down. It did get like a 55 incher this year. That was really cool.
Really?
Yeah. And it was
Yeah,
a kid, it was like 12 years old, the kid. It was really dope.
yeah. There's other rods that are that work well, and there's other rods that there's some catfish companies that came out with some ice rods that they work, but they're a little overmatched for those big fish.
Yeah, they don't have the
Yeah.
whatever cork's not long enough in the back, so you can't get any leverage.
No forearm leverage.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can watch some of
Mm-hmm.
our. If you guys are curious about ice fishing sturgeon, you can watch some of our ice fishing sturgeon videos on our Northwoods Angling channel. where you can see if you don't have that foam up to your forearm with those spinning reels. I mean, I have. I guess I can show you guys. I have two ice sturgeon rods here. So a I started with a spinning combo here, or bait casting. I'm sorry. And initially, when I got it, I'm thinking, oh, I sturgeon fish open water with my bait caster. It's different when you're in a fish house because I can kind of show you. Let me 1 second. So when you're fighting these big sturgeon, your rod butt is right here, and when you're over a hole, you have nothing to put the butt of this rod on. So it makes it extremely difficult to get leverage with a bait caster catching a big sturgeon on ice. Do you run spinning reels, Eric?
Yeah, through the
So
ice. I have a few bait
yeah.
casters for open water.
So with the spinning rig, it switches hands and you get all of this leverage right underneath your forearm, and it makes the world of difference. I can't even describe. This is kind of one of my ice sturgeon setups. Detro kind of got me going on this, but this is a single hook. Some guys run treble hooks. This is actually a J. It's a wide gap J hook, and I have a little stop there, but just a couple weights, a couple beads, just enough where they can play with it here, where it's not directly on the weight. It's just whatever. I think whatever works for you. Not everyone does our tech. We do the pendulum technique for the bobber. Do you watch a bobber, Eric? How do you detect your bites in the
I
hole?
did when I first went, or well, the only time I went, we did the snowman or whatever that was. You just put the bobber on there. It worked well.
It does work.
And the mud puppies were terrible with it too. It was awesome.
Yep. Yeah, it does. Some people put the bobber right in the hole and lay the bobber flat on the water, and when it gets bit, the bobber will start to raise up. Because problem is when you if you're trying to, we'll do this in another episode. We'll talk about ice sturgeon specifically with probably Andy too, but it's tough to detect a bite sometimes, Chewy.
Is it?
It's not easy. Would you agree, Eric?
Yeah, I've had sturgeon in open water. Like you don't even know they're on there. Sometimes you just reel and it's there.
Yep. Yeah, I've tried to perfect it, and you probably have one rod you really, really enjoy, or do you have all the same rods?
For open water or ice fishing.
Either one.
Yeah. I mean, there's some like rods that are like lucky. I get like rods that have gotten big fish in the past that I like, or I
Yep.
mean, all my rods I like. I don't know. It's fishing rods. They're tools.
Yeah, that's a very good point. How do we're probably going to finish you up here, but how do people get in contact with you if they're interested in catching? If you're over in the Wisconsin, Illinois area, guys, Eric is he's a very charismatic young individual, fully insured, licensed guide, chasing trophies guide service. How do people get in contact with you?
I think you have my Facebook page link. That'd be the best way to send me a message on there. But I think my phone number's on there too.
Yep.
I just say Facebook page. Yeah.
Yeah, so check Chasing Trophies Guide Service. We'll leave a link in the description of this podcast. So, yeah, if you're gonna catch big fish, this is kind of last minute. So, guys, we apologize. We didn't have a lot for Eric, and it was just kind of a weird
Yeah.
situation for
We'll
us.
do another one.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe.
get you in. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
do a
definitely do another
battle of the guides, and we'll get all 8 of them in here. So
Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah.
fun. But thank you for coming in, and we appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hey, thanks, Eric.
You
You're welcome.
stay fresh, stay humble,
Yeah. Stay hip.
stay hip. You're young. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll keep in contact. If you guys have any questions, just shoot him a message on the Facebook page.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Have a nice night.
See you later now.
I'll try.
Charismatic young individual. He's young.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to, showcase his guide here. He catches a lot of fish. He doesn't talk. He's pretty humble about it, but he does catch a lot of fish, and he's young. He's driven, and I think he's going to be a big guide at some point. He's gonna blow up.
Well, talking to him right now, it seems like he's pretty up there. It doesn't seem like he's like really beginning.
He's passionate,
He's passionate. Yeah,
very
that's the
passionate.
word. Yeah, passionate.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. See where he goes with that. We could talk about I got someone else lined up. We got Wolf from Custom Rods lined up to come on. I have my
Yeah.
friend my 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 vato from Texas. He's a guide.
Oh yeah.
He's my Hispanic boy. He's awesome. He guides alligator gar and blue cats.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was funny
Yeah.
because let me see if I can find the comment. You're gonna laugh. So he was messaging me. Let me find it. It's so funny. All right. So he said, bro, you should come down and fish with me. Is my buddy Milton. Let me get his full name so I don't butcher it. Milton Clas Nieto.
Nieto.
Yeah. So he says, bro, you should come down and fish with me. I said, come down where? He said, Dallas, Texas. This is when you're messaging me.
Oh yeah.
And I said, you're in Texas? I thought it was you the whole time
Yeah.
because I didn't look at the name. I just clicked on it and he's like, for gar season and blue cats. I was like, yeah, bro. Have you been in my neck of the? You've been in my neck of the woods. I said, I love me some gator gar. I said, I'm dumb. I said, I thought I was talking to my buddy Chewy because he said, come fish with me in Texas.
Yeah.
And I said, he's from Texas and lives here. I was so confused. Like, well, you got the Mexican part right. And so he's down to do one too. He's a gar guide and catfish guide down
and there's
in
cars
Texas.
in Dallas.
Yeah, gator gar.
I didn't know that.
That's where the Trinity starts, kind of producing big
Ah.
gar.
I always thought it was Louisiana thing.
No, DFW, dude.
Really?
That's where the river starts where we fish.
Wow.
That's where we film our shows, just south of there.
Oh, okay.
So we got to get him on. That'd be a really good one to break up the winter ice fishing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dirk, we got Brad Dirk lined up to do one.
Okay.
I'm going to be on his podcast here shortly. We got some. I think we can get some pretty cool guests here this winter.
Yeah.
Really get this podcast rolling.
Hey, you know what? And I just listened to the podcast you were in with Spencer on River Certified.
What'd you think?
On Spotify. It was funny.
Pretty good
It
one.
was pretty good one. Yeah, you guys need to check that one out on River Certified on Spotify.
Yeah, River Certified podcast. We had a pretty solid one on there. That was a fun one. We did that. We podcasted that out of the back of a boat.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I did see I saw the pictures on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? Let's go back to that rod I was curious. I was going to ask you about that beads and stuff. What's that on? What's that? Is that to attract them or
no? It's simply a spacer.
Spacer.
So the only reason, let me pop this up. Jeez, that's sharp. This one has a treble hook. This is kind of a ranky setup, but the only reason we do, so they're sucking it off the bottom.
Okay.
And I just have these beads here to be a spacer from the weight. So when they suck it up, they're free to suck it up and it's not sucking up the weight. So you have that second to set the hook before they spit it out. I don't want them to feel this lead right away. I want them to suck it up. So I got rubber beads, a glow bead. Does it attract it? I don't know if it attracts it. I saw Darren do something like this, so I decided I was going to give it a rip. He's good at catching sturgeon through the ice. So, yeah, it's pretty much just so there's probably a different way you could probably do it.
Yeah.
But it's simple, and then they can suck this up and they don't feel the weight right away.
Wow.
I don't know.
And your leader's the same poundage as your main lane.
There's no reason not to.
Okay.
People like run lighter leaders, but
yeah,
you're not breaking off on anything out there. There's no need. It's just 50-pound braid. It has like 8-pound monofilament, thickness. It's not thick. I don't think running 50 is even necessary. 30, I think I have on my spinning rig. I think is 30-pound, which is fine. You can wrench 30 pretty hard. But I don't even really use this rig anymore. It's really pretty. It's blue rod, blue Power Pro, blue Abu Garcia.
Yeah.
It's a cool rig.
It is.
It's just, and these rods, you guys, are extra stiff. They're real stiff.
Yeah.
I'm talking like it's heavy. But you can fold those in half on a big sturgeon on the ice.
Yeah, I was curious about that. That makes so much sense. Yeah, because they got that, I guess, butt mouth
Yeah.
right at the bottom there.
Does it matter? Does it make a difference when you put the beads and stuff? But I keep it as a spacer regardless.
I wonder if that it lifts the bait up.
You know,
It
now that
floats
I
it up.
think about it, I could probably run like a 3-inch piece of line off a small swivel with a weight on top of it, kind of a small Carolina rig,
Yeah,
and avoid the beads.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what works. What's the best thing to do? It's kind of I run mostly spoons. Like these are just what I have on here on these two.
Yeah.
But I run usually VNC Tingler spoons with upgraded rings and upgraded treble hooks.
Okay.
And it's a really the VMC Tingler spoon,
Yep.
real thin, lightweight spoon.
Yep.
That's all we run with worms and minnows on there. So it's not a heavy spoon where they feel it. But yeah, that's what we typically run, a Glow VMC spoon.
Wow, I would have never thought of a spoon.
Yeah. Does it make a difference? I don't know what works the best. If you can get something that's light enough to go down, where it's light enough to stay down, but not heavy enough to feel like you're weighted.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Now that you explained that to me, yeah, it makes sense.
So it's a real light bite.
Because I also noticed that the lead was pretty short, so I mean the weight falls down. That's just going to lift it just a bit off the bottom. I'm pretty sure it floats.
It's not lift. No. There's no current.
It doesn't. So
No.
it just stays. It just stays
laying
down
on the bottom. That's why you want it as light as possible. You want to keep it up on mud. It's all mud, and
yeah.
I mean, even with the light VMC spoon, your line's almost straight down.
Yeah.
It's not coming off the bottom at all. Now, I would be curious to try a peg float, maybe a small peg float in right on the leader, but they're sucking off the bottom because that's why they have the poop mouth. I don't know. I might. The problem is it's not Fast and Furious where you can really test how something works, if it really works or not. And if you're out there all day and running a rod with a float and it doesn't work, well, then you're not catching fish. But you can run 2 rods on the Minnesota side out there, which is nice. Then you can run 3 on the Wisconsin side, sturgeon fishing on the Croy.
I got to try it.
3 or 4.
Got to take me out there when you go.
Yeah. Drive out on the ice with me.
Oh, we got to drive out?
Yeah.
Well, then we'll tuck later off
They have a highway across there, dude. It ain't bad.
A hotel, a bar, strip club.
It should be soon, though. We're going to be out here. I got a lot of ice fishing. The nice part about filming YouTube videos, ice fishing, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Because I can just set my cameras up in my house, have one facing me down low, and then have one up top recording. I don't have to do anything else. I mean, you're not like in a boat. I've been trying to do some walleye filming, and it's so hard. It's not hard, but it's a lot more going on.
Yeah, you gotta have I've seen some pretty good YouTube videos where all they run is GoPros, but they're mounted all over the place.
Yes,
and that's a lot of editing because it's not like our system where we can switch camera angles. You know,
that one I just put out of
recording.
walleye fishing. It's like 40 clips in there. I was like, oh my gosh. It took me about an hour because it was pretty simple edit, but yeah, I just ran the chesty the whole time.
Yeah, they don't understand. I mean, I'm learning as I go too, and there's just days that
you have to sync everything up too, make sure everything's lined up. But I don't know. I don't have a video for tomorrow, so I need to. I have a video of me falling through the ice or to a partially frozen lake, face planting in the water. So that'll be tomorrow's video. That's all I have. It's kind of a weird transition time. I put my boat away.
Yeah.
So and there's no ice. I can't ice fish around here really safely. No, especially with the snow.
No, Dan went out, I think last, what was it, Friday or Saturday? And he said that he was finding 1 to 2 inches. That's it.
I'm not doing that. Nope.
No, not even he did it.
Yeah, not.
Which surprised me. So I was like, so are you going to stay there and fish? He's all like, no, I'm going back. I'll see you in the shop. I was like, all right.
You still got propane and people?
Yeah.
Good. So if you need 1 pounders.
We got plenty.
Yeah.
For now.
Shouldn't say that too loud.
Yeah.
The locals want
I'm surprised you said that.
Oh, no.
Maybe we'll let it out, maybe.
But you got bait right now. You got good supply of bait.
We got bait. We haven't stocked up on shiners yet because it's pointless to do that and to be dealing with
weird time of year.
Yeah, I think last year in November, mid-November, right before Thanksgiving, we were already fully stocked up
Yeah,
because
that's
it was just
crazy.
ice. There
Yeah.
was 4 inches of ice everywhere, 5 inches. I was looking at the reports of that. I write them down every year, and I was looking at all the reports that I had, and I think the lowest, I think the thinnest slab of ice that was reported was off of Thole was just 4 inches.
Jeez.
November 17th. That was the first
Yeah.
log. November 17th.
That's crazy.
I remember too because Scotty posted a picture that day, and then he put it on his memories and Facebook. I was like, that's right, November 17th. Yeah, right before Thanksgiving.
I'm doing an electronics change on my ice fishing.
Are you?
I ran when I hop backwaters and like when I'm really mobile, I run my FL8 because I'm in such shallow water. I'm in under 10 feet everywhere typically. So my FL8's perfect. I just put a little 7 amp hour lithium battery and it literally weighs nothing on my Vexlar. And then I run a LX7 Markham LX7 lithium shuttle typically for everything else.
Yeah.
But I think I'm selling my LX7 now and I'm getting the ice unit for my Garmin, my 93 SV EcoMap.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that has all my walleye ice fishing spots on the river. It has all of my summer spots. I created maps for everything.
Yeah.
So I might as well just get the ice pack for that. I'm selling that. And then I'm spending all that money on the ice pack for my Garmin. So, and it's Panoptix live scope ready too. So if I end up wanting that at some point, I can do it. But I might as well use the graph I have that has my maps on it.
Yeah.
It just makes so much more sense.
It does.
So I'm going to do that.
Did you just realize that right now?
A week ago. So I decided I'd put a for sale sign up for my LX7, my lithium shuttle, and I think I'm just going to sell it and use my Garmin.
Yeah, pop it up on Marketplace.
I already got it sold.
Oh, you already sold it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes. So I told him I'd send him some pictures so he could see it. It's kind of beat up. It's got a broken arm and the deucer's kind of chipped a little bit, but it's fine. It works good.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. It was good to have Eric. I can't pronounce his last name.
Eric Burskowski.
Yeah. What was his guide service again?
Burskowski. Chasing Trophies Guide Service.
Yeah. There you go.
You know.
Luke, where can they find you on YouTube?
Yeah, Fish on Luke on YouTube. Obviously, Northwoods Angling is where it originated from. We're still kind of doing stuff there too. But Fish on Luke's my own new channel. Been doing a lot of stuff on there and on Instagram, TikTok. You name it. You can find me at Fish on Luke, one word, easy to find.
There you go. And you can find me here at Old Carver Fishing and the Carver Bait Shop in Carver, Minnesota. And I think we're going to end up changing the name of this podcast pretty soon.
I think it'd be smart.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting pressure too. So we'll announce the new name, I guess, next podcast. But thank you for listening to another episode of Blindcast Angling for now.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.